Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, for one night only, here in beautiful Austin, Texas, the amazing Brian Brushwood will be performing Human Blockhead. First time in 30 years.
This is great. Keep going. They're buying it.
This man will take
This old man.
this decrepit elderly man.
Okay, too much.
Is going to drive a long, hard steel rod directly into his sinus cavity to amuse and amaze us all.
Yep, nope, that's all correct.
Real nails driven into a real board will now be driven into a real skull with a real hammer.
Oh.
Right?
I'm gonna do that, huh?
Yeah. Have you never done this?
Not in this way, no.
This episode of The Modern Rogue brought to you by strawberry.me. Head on over to strawberry.me/rogue. Ryer, I have wonderful news. We continue the world's worst inheritance.
Yes. Your sister gets the estate, your cousin, he's getting the boat. You get to shove some shit up your nose.
Today I bestow upon you the real secret of the human blockhead. The human blockhead dates back, early 19th century, early 20th century.
Okay.
Originally toured as Blocko the human blockhead. It's like sword swallowing in miniature. You hammer a 4.5-inch nail in your nose. And here's the crazy part. I've talked about the mechanics of it, but I don't think I've ever told you the real work on it.
No, not at all.
So when I do this, I try to withhold the plot information of where it's going. I start with the process of having the nail inspected, and then finally there's this moment when I swing back like this, and you hear a wave of realization, that anticipation happen, right?
Right.
And then you do the human blockhead, and this is quite simply biology. You have your frontals and your maxillary sinuses. Your maxillaries curve down and become your throat. I could actually feel this touching the back of my throat, right?
Right.
But the important part is the big surprise when I say, I need you to reach forward with your pinching fingers
Okay.
and grab just the tip.
Now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice and easy.
Okay.
All right, now it's very important.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, right?
Okay. I see. I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So reach forward with your right hand, and you're
Yep.
going to hold the tip, and I'm going to back away slowly. You're going to pull that nail out of my face.
Right.
You ready?
So you're still in control.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because what you don't want, I found out after the fact that I had somebody up with a mental handicap, and the person said he was 50-50. We weren't sure if he would have just gone blup because he thought it was funny. So I learned to be very careful of my phrasing. Hold that nail as I pull it out of my face. Ready?
Okay.
And now at this point, we're engaging another modality, your sense of touch.
I can feel you talking through it.
Isn't that weird?
It's really weird.
Right? And so at this point,
Oh, my goodness.
there you go. There you go. And
Okay.
this is the real secret. Notice that you forgot how long this nail is.
I definitely
And
did.
you are surprised at just how far. There you go. And that is a souvenir for you to keep.
You sure like a Roth IRA isn't maybe more preferred for an inheritance?
Nope.
Okay, so we've stuck stuff in our noses before.
Yes.
Is this going down the same tube as last time? or
This is
it-
why I'm so confident that you're gonna have no problem with this.
Okay.
But just to be safe, we're gonna do the baby version. We'll start with Q-tips.
Okay.
A lot of people think it's going up your nose. Very important that you do not. If this goes back, it's touching the back of your throat. If it goes up, you can go to your frontal sinuses, but now there's only that much tissue separating it from your brain. By the way, nobody do this. Information purposes only, not messing around.
It's either straight back or potential accidental lobotomy.
Correct. So in order to make sure that you don't go up, I want you to, here, do me a favor. You be the nail, straight forward like this. There you go. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be the membranes. This is the outside of my nose. This is the membrane that's gonna be down. Now you're gonna want to slide up. You don't want to do that. So how would you want the nail to go?
Like that.
You want it, and not just aimed, because aiming, what you wanna do is drag it. Go ahead and
So
push,
I'm
there you go.
pushing along.
There we go.
Okay.
Like that.
Ooh, these are all real nails.
Yep.
So that has a tip on it. So if you go too much angle, are you gonna get some digging?
Yeah, and that's why you'll notice before we started you called me Timu Wolverine because I was dragging these. Look at this right here to kind of round them out like that, right?
Yeah.
But we're gonna start.
Yeah.
Just with this, right? So you're gonna start aim down. Look at how far down, and I'm feeling it touching the bottom of my nostril.
Is that tooth plate there that you're kind of hitting with?
That's right. Yeah. And I'm just dragging it back, and then there's a moment that it's like, well, clearly it's going in, right? And so then that's what you want.
Just like with the human crazy straw, do you have a nostril preference over time?
I used to do the right side until when I got a nosebleed, I noticed it had a preference, so I switched to the other side.
Okay.
That was like 15 years ago. So,
Okay, so I'm gonna try it.
Yeah.
So it's down and in, right? So we're at the bottom of the nose there?
There it is, yeah.
Yeah, and then I just...
No, you're already aimed up.
Okay.
There it is. There you go, like that.
So I can feel it just hitting the root of my tooth. I can't push it in.
Oh. When you're doing lock picking, you're kind of like seeing with your eyes. So I'm gonna get a kind of a kinesthetic sense.
Seeing with your hands?
Oh yeah, no, that's the normal way. Just see, brought a tear to my eye.
Getting a lot of resistance. I can feel it pressing, but I don't know.
Here, let me poke around.
Okay.
There you go. So, oh.
That feels better.
Right?
Yeah, okay.
You feel, there it is, you're in.
Yeah,
Go
okay.
ahead, now, do not lose that in your nostril, but go ahead and give it a little tap. Right? Very good.
Okay.
Oh,
and then, okay. My lovely assistant, if you would please hold on to that.
Yep.
Do not pull it, please.
Yeah. There we go. All right, now we'll go for length, right?
Great. When do we find out if I have COVID?
Yeah. Well, and to be honest, I thought that for sure the COVID testing was going to totally ruin the effect. But to my delight, it actually is more visceral because everybody remembers how unpleasant just a little bit of a poke was.
So now everyone knows how terrible that is.
Exactly. Here, go ahead and do the human blockhead with this one.
Okay. So I'm going down.
Yeah, that's great.
Now I'm angling a little.
And a little bit in.
Trying to find that.
That's going up.
I'm trying to find that hole.
Yeah.
Oh, you just found it that one time. You know what I think it is?
Huh.
I think our nostrils are shaped differently. And so when I'm going, I still have to angle down, but I think I have to go in higher.
Okay.
I think.
You must find your
there
own path.
It is.
Yep.
I don't know if I'm in all the way. Oh, there we go.
And then eventually you'll get it all the way back to the back of your throat.
Yep.
All right, now watch this. Here's a little life hack. You're gonna go all the way back, and now I feel it touching my throat, and so at this point, I'm gonna mark this right here. And then I'm just gonna break this off here. And so now it's automatically the right length so that you get this, right?
Yeah. You know how your brain edits out your nose? Mm-hmm. So my brain is already editing out the stick. So I know the stick is like here, but I can't see it.
Yeah.
But I could definitely feel it back here. And that's kind of messing with my head a little bit, yeah.
Okay, so here's the final big secret to making this work, is remember that narratively, humans tend to remember the beginning of a story and the end of a story. And we remember the surprise beats. So the first surprise is the realization. The audience has a job. Oh my God, that's going in the nose. It's called the human blockhead. The pieces were right in front of me. The second surprise is you're going to react big as they pull it out. And then finally, the third surprise is by this point, the audience has forgotten, they can't track how far in it is.
Right.
So this is where you want to milk for as long as you can, and the surprise is that it just keeps on coming. This is sort of a sideshow equivalent to, like, even more silks are coming out of that tuxedo?
Right.
How can that possibly be? Until finally, they're just like, what? And then finally, it's gonna be gross, there we go. Boom, there we go.
Sir, if you could please gently grasp the tip.
Yes.
And now don't pull. It's
Okay.
very important you don't pull. And I am going to reveal my inner
That's great. That's great.
thoughts.
That's great. Boom. Well done.
Thank you.
And that is also
And
a
you,
souvenir.
so you get to keep
Oh
that
no!
as a
My
souvenir.
inherited. Boy, it is gross. I've never been on the receiving end of this.
You're just now realizing that this is disgusting.
Yeah, I forget sometimes.
Ladies and gentlemen, a time traveler from the Old West, a misfit for the ages, a man out of time, with a mustache like the devil's horns. Put your hands together for Ryer.
Ladies and gentlemen, I spent many years training from a man who had ancient wisdom. He took me places I never knew I could go, both physically and emotionally. He taught me feats of strength. He taught me my own body. And he taught me,
Yeah, all right.
he taught me how to overcome my fears, and he taught me how to share my innermost feelings with everyone else around me. But the only way to access those deepest, darkest emotions is to physically probe them. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you a common nail. As someone who is a self-described maker, I should know what kind of nail this is.
It's a 4.5-inch bright common.
This is a 4.5-inch bright common nail. Rock hard, can't be bent, designed to be driven into a solid wood board using a claw hammer. But it's not going into a solid wood board, folks. It's going to the deepest, darkest regions of my mind.
Holy moly, you look great. Look at that.
We've entered the first barrier, but we need to go deeper, ladies and gentlemen, to my deepest, darkest places.
I'm unironically on pins and needles.
Like the mighty maple, I feel I have been tapped. And now, my sap of truth can pour onto the audience around me. I will need a volunteer from the audience. You, young lady with the headphones, if you could please join me here on stage.
What a twist! I'm so pleased.
What's your name, ma'am?
Annaliese?
Annaliese, it's an absolute pleasure to meet you. We are going to bind tonight, a soul bond. You're gonna tap me. Well, I already tapped me. You're gonna remove the tap from me. You saw just now as I drove this 4.5-inch something nail into my face. It's now a literal thorn in my side, and I need you to help me remove it.
Okay.
So that way my emotional truth can pour out onto the stage. Are you willing to help me with this?
Yes. Are we gonna need a mop afterwards?
I have a lot of feelings. I like that you know that about me. Please reach out with your hand, and you're going to gently grasp the tip of the 4.5-inch nail that's in my face. Do not pull it. Simply tenderly place your fingers upon the tip and firmly grasp it. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. Now, do you feel the emotions starting to flow?
I feel the emotions. Oh no. Oh, that's too many emotions. Put some back.
No! We need to have them be free. I feel so free, so enlightened. Thank you, Brian, and thank you, Annaliese. Please, you may keep that as a symbol of our soul bind. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ryer Appeldoorn! Wow, that was great, man. That was amazing.
The coldness of the metal adds a vector that I was not expecting.
I mean, that was first go. That was
felt
incredible.
Good. I mean, it didn't feel good. It felt great.
Yeah.
It didn't feel good, but it felt great. That's awesome.
Dude, high fives.
That's awesome. Thank you.
I want you to take a look at this photo right here. This is one of my favorite photos on campus. This is me standing on the spot where the soundstage would later be. Look how buff I used to be. This is back when I was working out 5 days a week. I just did what everybody knows you have to do to get strong, lift heavy things over and over again. But the key was back then, I had a trainer. All she would do is watch. And because she was there, I made sure I didn't quit at 6 reps. I went all the way to 10. And instead of doing the comfortable weight, I did the heavier weight. That's how training works. That's how coaching works. Now imagine, what if instead of growing muscles, it was your career? The same rules apply. That's what strawberry.me is. It's collaboration-based coaching focused entirely on you and your career. Don't just take my word for it. Call Ryer.
Hello.
Ryer, I'm shooting an ad for strawberry.me. What do you think of the service?
It is genuinely the best online service I've ever signed up for, ever.
Wait, you're not overstating because we're recording?
No, I'm genuinely being truthful. I've been doing it for 11 weeks. Well, it'll be 11 weeks. And it has already profoundly changed the way that I do everything.
Okay, do you have the same thing where it's like you get close to your session and you think, okay, I'm either gonna tell a story of why it didn't get done or I'm gonna double up and get farther ahead?
Yes, and I'm finding it's coming early and early in the week. So it used to be like, oh, it's an hour before my session. I better just quick do all these things I promised I was going to do. And then as the weeks have gone on, now it's like the Friday before, and I'm like, I'm done with my to-do list. It's awesome.
Yeah, dude, sincerely. All right, bye. Head on over to strawberry.me/rogue, spell it right, R-O-G-U-E, and connect with your coach today.
This video was supported in part by viewers like you over at patreon.com/modernrogue, where you can see extended versions of many of our videos, often including multiple camera angles. We've got hundreds of hours of it.
Finally, oh.
It's all that damn pollen that we have in the air right now.
There's so much cedar out. That's the one thing I didn't think about, is that we're in the middle of cedar fever. Oh no. I don't think it's gonna stop.